I have been always a great admirer of the music of Franz Liszt. For me, the questions he poses in his music are really these essential, poignant human questions about God and devil, light and darkness, good and bad. Questions were occupying him his entire life. So in the album, funny enough, we will go backwards. So we will start with Liszt's late works, which for me are absolutely revolutionary because they actually represent also a completely new musical language. They have nothing to do with the earlier Liszt works. So basically, it's already a window to the music of the 20th century. Also in the means, it's a very minimalistic music. It's basically only short expressions of the mood, often exploring very dark worlds. So there is no tonality, no melodies in this music anymore. And that's why I think it's also this transformation shows the personal transformation of Franz Liszt, which we can indeed follow throughout his works. So delving into the late works by Franz Liszt helped me a lot to discover this depth in his earlier compositions and to reevaluate in a way also this meaning which he, for me, always had also in his earlier works, which are just so present in the late compositions. So that's why after I suggest that we go together on a journey, indeed with this experience of the late pieces, we go backwards to the amazing piece, his Legend number 2, St. Francis Walking on the Waves, which has a very inspiring legend or story behind it. This piece was actually inspired by a painting of Edward von Steinle, who was picturing the miracles of St. Francis, and of course St. Francis was the saint name of Franz Liszt, so he possessed also this painting. But in any case, the legend is indeed very inspiring because it says that St. Francis arrived in the south of Italy and wanted to cross the Strait of Messina. However, the boatsman refused to take him across the strait without the payment. St. Francis, being so strong in his faith, so strong in his belief, he just spread his quote on the sea, and that was the way how he passed actually the Strait of Messina. And I think that Liszt illustrates this just in such a unique and amazing way. It's you feel this belief, this conviction. Also, Liszt must have felt himself because it also shows his way from the virtuoso to this visionary, because he changed a lot his lifestyle indeed after 1860. So this piece actually was composed right before he became the Ebbe. And of course, then going back to the B minor sonata, which is an amazing masterpiece of all times. And I'm very excited to invite you to this journey, exploring maybe some new sides of the personality and, of course, of composer Franz Liszt.